monkeys! This is Miss Sam, and thank you for joining me for another lunchtime story. Today we are going to read Hare and Tortoise Race Across Israel. I hope you enjoy it. Hare and Tortoise lived together near Hashalom train station in Tel Aviv. On sunny days, they frolicked at the beach. On rainy days, they visited museums. At night, the two friends dined on carrots and hummus before attending the opera. One morning, Hare and Tortoise watched the trains come and go. "I think I'm as fast as those trains," Hare said. "Maybe faster." Tortoise giggled. "You are fast, my friend, but you are not as fast as a train." Hare did not laugh. "Well, I may not be as fast as a train, but I am certainly faster than you," he said. Tortoise ignored Hare's bragging and held out a bag. "Would you like some rugelach?" he offered. "I just stopped by the bakery." But Hare refused to be distracted. "I am faster than you," he repeated. "I could beat you in any race, anytime, anywhere." "What about in a race all the way to the Dead Sea?" Tortoise asked. "Do you think you could beat me?" "Of course," Hare said. "We'll see," Tortoise replied. "Remember the sign that says 'Welcome to the Dead Sea'? That will be our finish line." The next day, the two friends began their race. They left the busy traffic of Tel Aviv and continued into the countryside. Hare hopped through olive groves and past persimmon trees. Behind him, he heard Tortoise calling "Shalom" to everyone he passed. Hare did not waste time chatting with other animals. He leaped further and further ahead. When Hare reached Jerusalem, he stopped at the shuk to buy dried apricots. "I am so far ahead," he thought. "I can take a short break." Hare watched a soccer game in Independence Park. Then he sat on the sidewalk near a group of street performers. As he listened to the music and admired the dancers, Hare completely forgot about the race. Suddenly, he felt somebody tap his shoulder. It was Tortoise. "Want to share my falafel?" his friend asked. Hare couldn't believe Tortoise had caught up. Quickly, he bounded away, not even taking time to say no thank you. Hare left Jerusalem in a hurry and hopped his way through the Judean hills into the desert. He couldn't stop until he reached an oasis. Hare sat in a tent, enjoying a cup of tea and flaky baklava. "I wish I could ride on a camel the rest of the way to the Dead Sea," he admitted to his Bedouin host. When Hare at last saw the sea ahead, he was so exhausted he could not hop the final stretch to the finish line. "I'll just sit for a moment," he thought, collapsing by a palm tree. But the bright sun made Hare want to close his eyes. Hare awoke to the song of a raven. He jumped, looking back to see if Tortoise might be close to catching up, but he couldn't see Tortoise anywhere behind him. Then Hare looked ahead toward the sea. "Oh no!" he exclaimed. Off in the distance, he saw Tortoise slowly but surely approaching the finish line. He took off as fast as he could. He leaped and bounded and bounded and leaped, but Tortoise reached the sign just ahead of Hare. "I lost the race," Hare said sadly. "I guess I was too sure of myself, and now I'm all hot and sweaty, and my muscles ache." "Slow and steady might win the race, but I'm hot and sore too," Tortoise said. He pointed toward the Dead Sea, where many other animals floated happily in the salty water just a few yards away. "Race you to the water?" Tortoise giggled. And here's the map that shows the path that Tortoise and Hare took, starting in Tel Aviv to Jerusalem and all the way to the Dead Sea. Thank you so much for listening to our story today. I love you so much, and I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. Mwah! Have a good lunch.